Okay, so in the first video we spoke about role reversal as far as what you should do, and we talked about that specific question of asking the person in front of you, what would you do in order to shift the dynamic? In the second video, I gave you examples of possible responses you may come across and how to try and deal with those responses. In this video, I'll try to briefly expose some of the psychological benefits of role reversal. And it goes like this. Persuasion and effective message delivery is always the combination of several variables. Role reversal deals with two out of those variables. One, the impact the message itself has on the person you're communicating with. And two, the impact you have on the person you're communicating with. And when I say you, I mean elements of your identity. You must have come across at least once in your life somebody disregarding something you said because of who you are. They'll say that you're biased or you're Israeli, so of course you say something like that. Or you're just another pro-Israeli Jew. The idea is, many, many times, our identity will affect the way people relate to what we say. The identity overshadows the message. What role reversal does is it separates between the identity and the content by getting the person in front of you to be the one providing the content. How can the person in front of you argue with an answer he or she just provided? Now, all this adheres to one of the most important principles of persuasion at large, not just Israeli advocacy. And that principle is that people are best persuaded by conclusions they reach themselves. And the best way to get people to reach conclusions by themselves is to ask them questions. Now, if you do a good job and you ask the right questions, there's a very good chance that one of the added benefits of this dynamic will be that as they evaluate and analyze the situation more and more and look beyond the surface of reality, they may actually realize, number one, that the reality is very complicated. Two, there is no easy solution. And three, the more they evaluate the situation in Israel, the more I believe they will reach conclusions that are closer and closer to the conclusions that many, many other Israeli governments and officials have already reached. Does that mean that they can't be brilliant and come up with something we haven't thought about? It doesn't. And if they do, all the better for all of us. Win-win. But in most cases, the deeper people look into the issues, the more likely they are to realize that it really is very complicated, and maybe things aren't black and white, and maybe there's room to maneuver within the span of, is this a totally good solution or a totally bad solution? That's the value of role reversal, and that's why I think you should do your best to try to use it. Good luck.